Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank, also the inventor of the infomercial. And I'm here with Marco Robinson, the creator of the primetime TV show from England, Get a House for Free. Marco, welcome.
Hey, pleasure.
Hey, so this is an amazing show because it's actually the first TV show in the world that gives homes away for free to the homeless live. And it gets them off the street, transforms their lives from poverty into prosperity. And I'm also excited to announce today that we're going to be teaming up to bring the TV show to the USA, as well as, you know, when that happens here in the US, we're going to be showing millions of American people the power of what? The human spirit,
the
right?
Human spirit.
The human spirit. So now your show's been so successful that you have a pretty incredible personal story, and you know, I'm looking forward to helping you launch this first homeless charity based on conditional altruism, right? That's something that, I don't know if that's your own term or, it's very powerful though.
Yeah.
And so it's, I help you and you help me, and this could make homelessness obsolete.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about it. How'd you come up with this whole TV show idea and the charity that you're launching?
It's all to do with the story.
Right.
So when I was 2 years old, I was homeless, but I didn't know that. So
wow.
my mum had to leave my dad. He was a gambling addict. He spent all the money. She had to leave him.
Oh, wow.
She went to live with a mum, but her stepfather sexually abused her.
Oh,
so she had to leave.
Hmm.
We had to leave. I was 2 years old. We slept in the park. It was -5 degrees. I mean, you can imagine.
Wow.
How terrifying that was.
That's very tough.
So she wasn't.
And how old were you?
I was 2.
Wow, that's terrible.
And then for the next 10 years, really, it was really tough. We were homeless on and off for about 10 years.
Right.
And then she remarried, but the guy turned out to be kind of bipolar. He was very nice on one side, but then I saw my mum being pushed down the stairs as an 8-year-old. And when you see that kind of stuff, it kind of freaks you out.
Right.
And you kind of build this protection around you because you've got to survive.
Yeah.
So by the time I was 16, I had 5 jobs. I had my first job at 11. I didn't really go to school.
Right.
I didn't go to university.
Wow.
I didn't think I was, good enough for that because of what I've been through. But basically, what I've learned to do is survive and get stronger and stronger and stronger and make a lot of money in direct sales.
Okay.
Made a lot of money in real estate.
Right.
And then Channel 4 TV, the biggest TV station in the UK, they found out about my personal story and said, they gave me a call and said, listen, would you like to give a house away in a new TV show where we address the social housing issue? Because most people in the UK and in the world, in fact, cannot afford the deposit now, can't afford the rent, the salaries are not increasing, etc.
Real estate's expensive in the UK, right?
Absolutely,
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. State taxes in the US, all these things you have to pay. So I said I would love to do that. Yeah. And Channel 4, they asked a lot of people, and they said no, they wouldn't do it. A lot of billionaires, a lot of millionaires wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I said I'd love to because I'd been there. I knew what it was like.
You were homeless at one time. I mean, that personal story and that journey has made you very strong now, though. I guess, right? To be able to help so many people is amazing, and that's very powerful. So there's something beyond giving the home away, though.
Yeah.
That's part of what the charity, and the charity's called Big Love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the TV show, every week you give away the home.
Yeah.
But people that don't get the home also are receiving some amazing things too, right?
Yeah.
So and I fell completely in love with what you were doing when I heard about this.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit.
So if you think about someone getting a house, even if you get a house, you've got bills to pay. You've got to keep the house. You've got to pay the electric bill, all the utilities, the taxes, and all this kind of stuff. So what I wanted to do is create an ecosystem around that home where they could create an income stream, where they could prosper. So, for example, we can micro-finance a small business for them.
There you go. Right.
Coffee shop and a bicycle.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Costs $1,000.
Right.
As a donator, you can donate that money, and you can take a share of that business and be paid for it. I help you, you help me.
There you go. Yeah. That's the conditional altruism.
That's
right?
what it's about.
Yeah. So people come into Big Love, and of course, they're watching the TV show for one, and someone gets a house, but also they can make donations and they can help finance businesses. And there's also a blockchain kind of tie-in where this is all done, because in many cases, charities, they get a lot of money, but a lot of it gets spent in overhead and offices and salaries and all of that. But this is really kind of a direct investment back to the people that are getting the money.
It's a huge disruption in charity because if you think about it, charity is the most abused industry in the world. Recently, Oxfam had a scandal where the workers in Haiti that were helping the earthquake victims actually rented prostitutes. Spent the charity money on prostitutes.
Terrible, terrible.
The CEO of UNICEF was recently discovered to be sexually abusing the staff. And he used to be the CEO of Save the Children.
Terrible.
Right?
Wow.
But fundamentally, the money is not getting to the people.
Right.
So blockchain technology guarantees that when you send that money on our app, which is completely unique, with the app, you can send the money to the person and you can actually see them receiving it.
Oh, wow. And so, and it's money, but maybe a blanket or maybe food
could be,
or a
could
meal.
Be a meal, a blanket, whatever. Whatever. It could be $1, could be 50 cents, Anything helps to get that person to survive because 10 million children, starve to death every year.
Right.
Because they don't have access to food, they don't have access to a blanket and stuff like that.
So now, when the person goes to the app, do they get to choose who it goes to, or do you link them up directly?
We link them up directly because we drug test all the homeless people. So they come to us, we test them, we personality test them, and we find out what their desires are, how far, if they need rehabilitating, because we can actually send them a therapist.
Okay, gotcha.
So we can rehabilitate them to every condition you can imagine.
Yeah.
But we do have that drug test barrier where we make sure that first of all they want to get off the street, and secondly they're capable of getting off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we help them in all ways.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is powerful. I mean, you're talking about a TV show, you're talking about a mobile app that has charitable direct donations from the giver to the person in need on a direct basis. This is going to be disruptive in the world of nonprofits and charities, and it's
because nonprofit doesn't work. There's really, if you're giving to charity, a lot of people give it because of guilt. Oh, I better give to charity this year, but you don't see any comeback. But when you can visually witness the progression of someone off the street getting into a home, getting a business, prospering financially, and you can see that happening, it's unbelievably fulfilling as a human being.
Yeah,
and that's the human spirit.
So I'm so excited for this. Congratulations on all that you're doing. I've been on some TV myself, and I understand how powerful and difficult that is. Being on the tube, as they call it. But you have something you're giving away to anyone listening today, and that I have something. But why don't you go first? For those that are watching right now, what are we going to be giving away?
So if you go to our website, biglovenow.com, I'm going to give you the first 3 chapters of my new book.
Okay.
I've wrote 2 books before it became #1 bestsellers, but this is the new book. It's called On the Second Day, God Created Bitcoin and Blockchain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The ultimate beginner's guide to the unstoppable revolution. So in that first 3 chapters, I talk about my life story, how I came from the street and back into a prosperous and successful life. So I'm going to give away the first 3 chapters of that book, and it's exclusive right now with you, Kevin.
Right. And in addition to that, I want anyone out there right now listening to have my introductory course to selling, hosted by myself and the great Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest sales trainers and motivators of all time. And as Zig always said, everything is selling. Everything. And it doesn't matter whether you own a business or just shaking someone's hand for the first time, you're always selling. It's the foundation for every entrepreneur's success. So I want you to have this digital download as my gift and help you propel yourself to new heights in life. So Marco, this has been an amazing story, an amazing journey in your life, and congratulations on everything. Looking forward to helping you launch not only the TV show, but the charity, Big Love, here in the United States. Thanks for tuning in. It's Kevin Harrington and Marco Robbins.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you.